Welcome to SFSFWI-TV. I am Sandra Hans, and I am the founder of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. In 2020, COVID pandemic is affecting thousands of people around the world. And here in San Francisco, we are under the shelter-in-place order, finding ourselves at home and not knowing what's coming next. In 2018, SFSFWI started to supporting the Circular Fashion Economy Initiative for a mindful green economy, moving businesses away from overproduction and consumers away from overconsumption. Circular fashion promises to resolve many environmental issues, like microfibers polluting oceans, chemicals in textiles polluting rivers, and also water consumption and usage. So did you know that it takes 700 gallons of fresh drinking water to produce one t-shirt? Yes. So I invite you to watch our television shows with curiosity for what professionals are saying to activate communities to propel sustainability. Due to the COVID-19, these television shows were produced with limited production resources and with lots of love and commitment. So thank you to all of the speakers and sustainable designers for their contribution. SFSFWI's mission is widely fulfilled by continuing on a digital platform supporting sustainable brands and professionals worldwide. The future belongs to all of us by working together. So join our community at sfsfwi.org. Thank you.
So this is Debbie Raffel from the City of San Francisco's Department of the Environment saying thank you so much for participating in the San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. And I want to give a heartfelt call out to Sandra Hans, who is not only the CEO and executive producer of iGreen Media Group, she is the founder of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week. And she has dedicated her work and her life to making sure that all of us have a place where we can share our best practices, where we can learn from each other, and most of all, where we can create a sustainable fashion industry. So thank you, Sandra. Thank you to your whole team. From me to you, stay healthy, stay well, and stay sustainable.
So, hello, thank you, Sandra, for inviting us. It is a real pleasure to be here with you celebrating San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International 2020. I am Valentina Suarez, co-founder and director of Universo Mola, the international Latin America sustainable fashion movement, leader in the region. It is a program of the Foundation Entre Soles y Lunas, which aims at promoting Latin fashion in and outside our territory, which is very important, and build stronger relationships within the industry to create regional economic dynamics, protecting our identities, our creativity, and our people. We have plenty of projects that target different segments of the chain of production, and we're very proud to be the motor for our industry to transform its practices into more sustainable ones. So Latin America is the promised land, as I would say, actually, and today you're going to witness that. We're having a wonderful conversation with 3 Latin designers, all women, who are changing the way we conceive fashion. So let me introduce you firstly to Vero. She's the designer behind Vero Forest and Argentinian, and she owns a minimalist brand. So Vero, what do you think is the most important aspect of your work as a sustainable fashion designer in Latin America?
Hello, Valentina. I'm Vero. I'm the founder and designer of Vero Forest. We are a sustainable brand from Buenos Aires. We are committed with ethical fashion and national handcrafted production. All collections are designed with exclusively with natural and regenerated fibers, like linen, cotton, tencel, and PET recycle. I also work on collaboration with artisans from the north of Argentina and develop hand-woven wool pieces. I hope you like the brand, and you can see the full interview in the San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week channel.
Thank you very much, Vero. So let's jump to Uruguay. Lorena is the designer behind Selva Juana. And I really want to know what's the most important aspect of your work, Lorena, as a sustainable fashion designer in Latin America.
I think the most important job as a sustainable designer is to communicate. We have the responsibility to show how a sustainable fashion is possible to live in harmony with the planet, and I think we can be leaders in this.
So beautiful. Thank you very much for being with us, Lorena. So let's come back to Argentina. Mara, how are you? Tell us more about what do you think is the most important aspect of your work as a sustainable fashion designer in Latin America.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. My name is Mara Emilia Coleoni, and I'm the founder and creative director of Humano. I think the most important aspect of my work is that as a brand, we seek to establish new conceptions of time in fashion. We believe that it's time for us to join nature, to understand the power of all of its processes and be inspired by them, reproduce them. I guess the challenge here is to clean up our minds and reset. So in this kind of situation, like pandemic or natural disasters happening now everywhere, might help us if we can stay balanced and not fall apart into chaos. I really believe that this is an amazing opportunity for us to do things in another way. So, but we need to act now. We need to join wheels and work together for a better and cleaner world for everybody. So here we are trying our best to align with this purpose.
Thank you so much, Mara. As you can see, these women are changing the way we conceive fashion here in Latin America. They're talking about natural fibers, about working with people, about working towards empathic, actually, very empathic manners. And I really have to thank them a lot for being part of Universo Mola and San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. So thank you so much to these beautiful, empowered women. We do have a lot to talk about. So if you want to know more about what we are doing here in Latin America, please go to SFSFWI.org to find out more. So thank you so much for being with all of us today.
Today with us, we have Amanda Catamol. She is with Catamol Consulting, and I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for being here, Amanda.
Of course, it's nice to be here.
Wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about what is it that your consulting company does?
Yeah, so Catamol Consulting is a small consultancy, and our goal is to help organizations develop safer products in cleaner supply chains. So we work with brands and NGOs and all sorts of different companies to really identify how their products are made and what types of chemicals are in those products. In addition, we help brands move towards circular products. And I'll be talking about the circular economy a little bit later.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. We never knew about the chemicals in textiles. So what about if we just jump into that? And I'm sure that all my questions are going to be answered.
Perfect. That sounds great. We have a problem with fashion, right? We produce too many clothes. The average American throws away 82 pounds of clothes a year. And then we produce, I think, about 1.80 billion items of clothes are produced every year. And unfortunately, we don't wear them for very long. We may wear them a couple of times before we throw them away. And fast fashion is really, really driving the fashion economy. And unfortunately, making clothes pollutes the environment. So this is where we get into the chemicals piece. What we're finding is that our waterways are polluted with dyes, and there are lots of heavy metals and other really nasty chemicals that persist in the environment. So the good news is that we can actually, the solution is to make clothes circular. And it's really about looking at new business models that focus on the circular economy. So that's really the big transition of fashion, moving away from this linear model where we take, use, and throw away, to a circular model where we keep these products in use for longer, and at the end of their life, rather than throwing them away, we recycle them, or we repair them, or we refurbish them, or we sell them to others. So that's what a circular economy is.
What we see, dirty rivers and all of that, we go, wow, look at that. But we're not really relating that we are the problem causing that. And it doesn't matter if it's someone else. We're all in this called Earth, and it's our issue. We share that issue impacting on the environment. So if you want to know more about that conversation with Amanda right now, go to our website, because there's a full coverage of this segment at SFSFWI.org. Welcome back to SFSFWI-TV. I am Sandra Hans, and I am the founder of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. Today we have very special guest, Joanne Brush. Dr. Joanne Brush holds a PhD in textile economics and environmental analysis from UC Davis, and a master's degrees in textile science and a bachelor degrees in international agricultural development. So currently she works as a special project manager at California Product Stewardship Center. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for having me. Yeah, as mentioned, I am Dr. Joanne Brash. I'm a lecturer at UC Davis in the Department of Textiles, which is housed in the College of Agriculture. And the connection between textiles and agriculture, obviously we have cotton and hemp as our gateway fibers, but in general, we really teach about global commodity systems. So that's what some of my classes at UC Davis are on. And my role at the California Product Stewardship Council, we're a nonprofit, and our mission is to relieve the cost burden for waste management off of local government and taxpayers. So what this means is we are really engaged for both education and policy for the waste management programs that utilize extended producer responsibility and product stewardship tools. These are special type of regulatory programs for waste that engage the producers in the end-of-life solutions. So we're just driving the circular economy by getting producers involved with waste managers.
That is wonderful work. I see that you all are preparing the future professionals for sustainability and circular economy, and the circular, especially for fashion, the circular fashion that we're talking about, that is from beginning to end. Then it will go to, if it goes to the landfill, it will decompose. So let me ask you this, what are the careers that you think that those students are going into as you guys prepare them to get jobs?
So at UC Davis, we're a science-based textiles program. So we train our students in a lot of fiber and polymer chemistry, along with supply chain sustainability and research methodologies. So a lot of our students, both undergraduates and our graduate programs for masters and PhDs, a lot of them are hired by the private fashion companies who have research labs within their companies. A couple examples, North Face has quite a few of our alumni. Patagonia has a few of our alumni. Bolt Fabrics have a couple of our alumni. And these are just examples of companies who are investing in science research to improve their textiles for innovation and sustainability.
Thank you for that answer. So thank you, Joanne. Thank you for joining us at SFSFWI-TV. Visit us for the complete coverage of this segment at sfsfwi.org, where Joanne will cover several different topics about chemicals in textiles, regulatory processes, and also the science methodologies that are commonly used in textiles research. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back to SFSFWI-TV. I am Sandra Hans, and I am the founder. Today with us, we have Ruby Veridiano, and she is streaming from France. She has special guests to introduce to you, and I would love to welcome her with a big, big hug. Hello, Ruby.
Hello, Sandra, and hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here on SFSFWI-TV. This is the 7th annual celebration of the San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International, a platform created to join industry professionals and consumers together to create a more sustainable future for the fashion industry. As Sandra said, my name is Ruby Veridiano, and I'm streaming in from Paris, France, and bringing with me two wonderful women from the sustainable fashion movement here in the city. Thank you so much, Adele Rink and Catherine Doriac, for your presence with us today. Before they come on to talk about what they do or actually what they're about, I want to share a little bit about who they are. Adele Rink is a CSR and marketing professional as well as a circular fashion expert. She spent 5 years with an organization called Eco TLC. They foster and recycling programs for used clothing and shoes to help them create a more ecological approach to waste management. Catherine Doriac has spent 15 years coaching young designers. She also has a career built in journalism covering environmental issues, and she is also the president of Fashion Revolution France. She's also the editor-in-chief of Humade magazine, a publication that covers the social, environmental, and political impact of fashion, what she calls free fashion. So ladies, thank you so much for being with us today. The first question that I have for you is, Paris, the city, has a goal of becoming the sustainable fashion capital by the year 2024. This is a very big and impressive goal. Why do you think this is a priority for the city, and what is the city doing in order to achieve this goal? Catherine, can you start us off?
I can start, but I think Adele is better than me at the subject. 2024 will be the Olympic Games in France, and the city of Paris, you know that Paris is capital of fashion, one of the first, but the capital of fashion for a long, long time now. And the mayor of Paris decided to bring all the things possible to make Paris sustainable for fashion. So maybe there is a movement from the city hall called Fashion for Good, and maybe Adele can speak about it because she's part of it and I'm not. So I give you the words.
Thank you. So thank you for the invitation. I think sustainability become a priority for Paris thanks to the movement of fashion sustainable union, and collectives, and also thanks to zero waste and reuse NGOs. And in these last years, we have seen rise of citizen awareness, which were more asking for brands' commitment and for transparency. And so in January 2019, the Paris Good Fashion Association was launched by two advisors of the Paris City Hall and Isabelle Lefort, who is leading the project in Paris. And the aim was to make Paris the sustainable fashion capital by 2024. And yes. So now it's an independent association of any political power. And it is really open to discussion with all kinds of people and believing in collective intelligence.
Yes, thank you so much. And for those of you out there who want to listen to the full conversation, please tune in to the website at SFSFWI.org.